Hello everyone, this is Mark St. Pay. It's May 8th, 2017. We are introducing a NASDAQ market trading system, a fully automated system. We have put together a set of weekly videos, all with the same settings. We originally optimized the system and have kept the same settings, which we are using in the live trading market. Video number 1 starts on March 26th through the 31st. Usually, automated trading is very sensitive to news events and sideways markets. However, this NASDAQ trading system can trade most news events without the fear of consecutive losses ruining your day. The ratios we're using are, if you get one stop out and one win, you are back in profit. Now that changes just slightly, a few ticks either way. We trail our stop and we start the trade when the market opens at 5:15 p.m. Central Time to 3 p.m. Central Time the next day. We use our proprietary stretch technique on the system, which enables us to know when the market is ready to trade. This helps with one-way moves in sideways markets. As you can see, we have the NASDAQ 7 NT wrinkle candle. These are our bars. You get them if you purchase the system. And I will start the system. Okay. As you can see, this here, let's see. All right. This white line represents 5 p.m. That's 5 p.m. on March the 26th. That's a Sunday evening. And the clock says 5:10. That means the market in 10 minutes moved that much. On Sunday evenings, quite often, it may gap up or gap down. In this case, it moved down. Now, our time clock didn't start running yet because we start at 5:15, which is 17:15 p.m. military time. Okay, I'm going to run the system now. When you see a blue line appear on the screen, that means that we are now ready for trading. Right now, it cannot take a trade. It has to move a certain level before we take a trade. Okay, there's your line. Now we can take a trade. Most likely it will be a long trade.
Order pending.
Okay, it goes long here.
Order pending.
And it reverses. It fails. You get stopped and
Order filled.
then it gets in and it hits a target. So there you are. You're up $50 after that trade. It was actually 2 trades.
Order pending. Order filled.
Okay, now we got in and hit a target. You got the full $405. So now you're up $452. The green dots represent the target, the red dots are the stops, and then when you see the 1 dot move up, that's the stop movement. This is all done automatic. You can virtually turn this on a Sunday evening and not turn it off to Thursday or Friday whenever you stop trading, unless you hit your weekly targets. And we talk about
Order
that.
pending. Order filled.
Okay, in this case, we took a short trade here.
Order pending.
We move right to the target.
Filled.
You can see the stop movement. And then one more trade to the upside. So quite a fantastic day on the NASDAQ marketplace. We made $1,252. You see it here, and you also see it here. And we have a $1,100 daily target on our system. And so if it hits that or exceeds that, then it will automatically stop trading. Even though it might take another long here and win, it's already stopped for the day. So we'll start over the next day doing the same stuff. Okay, here's 5 p.m. again, the next day, so this would be Monday afternoon. Everything gets reset. Well, not this. This stays the same. This was your weekly running total. But the system gets reset, and it's 5 p.m. It has to move a distance before it can trade. And sometimes the NASDAQ doesn't move much overnight, and then it really gets going around 8:30 a.m. in the morning when the market opens up, because that's when the NASDAQ officially opens up. It's 8:30 a.m. Central Time. You see here overnight it does not really move in anywhere, but it'll get started. But in order for us to know that we're ready to trade, we have to start it the evening before and let the stretch system work its way through. And as of right now, we can't take a trade. There it is. Okay, so now you see this. Now we're able to take a trade. Probably going to be a long trade.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay.
Order filled.
First trade was a loss.
Order filled.
And then a partial win.
Order
then it
pending.
turned up, got in again, and hit the target.
Order pending.
Then we have a stop, and we're long.
Order filled.
And again, we hit the target. So you're going to get some stop outs. There's just no way around it. Now, we are down $310 this day so far. We can still trade.
Order pending.
Now we're short.
Order filled.
Partial win, it's about $120. Now we're down $210 for the day. Still up 1,000 in 2 days. And that's it, end of the day. And then here's the white line, here's the new day, and we start all over again. The market has to move before we can trade. Before you see the blue line, then we can trade after that. Okay, we can trade now, probably. We're going to take a short trade.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, now we're long.
Order filled.
And hit the target. Okay, we had a stop in between. We're only up $65 for the day.
Order pending. Order filled.
Okay, this is a partial win. And you can see right here, we never made it through the target. So that's why the stop movement we have in there. That's about $120 that you made on that trade. And then you're the opposite direction, and then now it goes up and gets a target. So here we are. You made $5.95 for the day so far, right at 600. But you're up 1,600 for the week. Okay, that's the end of the day. This gets reset. We start all over again. Okay, we can trade here the next day. This is Wednesday evening here, the white line, and then now
Order pending.
we can trade on Thursday.
Order filled.
Okay, we hit a target. There we are. Now, anything over 2,000 for the week is good with three NASDAQ contracts.
Order filled.
Just so you know that. Okay, this is 11:17. Very nice, very nice. So we're at our level where we're comfortable, and we would say, okay, we don't need to be trading anymore. We've hit our weekly target. Now we're in a trade. We might lose on this one.
Order filled.
Okay, break even now. Okay, we are at 24.62 for the week. It's Thursday, and we have one more day. So do we just automatically trade on Friday? Well, here's what we do. I'll give you an insight of what we do. We look at the news. What's going on in the market? The 31st, Friday, March 31st. It is the absolute last day of the month, and there's a whole host of news out. Let me give you an example. It starts at midnight. We have Japanese housing starts, European, German retail sales. We have Great Britain, HPI, nationwide. We have French consumer spending, French preliminary CPI, German unemployment change. That's like our unemployment rate on the unemployment Friday. We have Great Britain current account. We have Great Britain final GDP quarter over quarter. We have Index of services, 3 months over 3 months. This is all Great Britain stuff, but it will affect the trading overnight. But we're looking more for our market. Well, as we come on down in the European market at 4 a.m., we have the CPI flash estimate on the euro. We have core CPI. We have Italian preliminary CPI. So we have a lot of news out. Now at 7:30, we have Canadian GDP. Now the U.S. We have core price index. We have personal spending, personal income. That's all at 7:30. We have a FOMC member, Dudley, speaking at 8 o'clock. And then we have 8:45 Chicago PMI. Now, if I really wanted to trade and I see the Chicago PMI, which is not a major impact trade by the way, but it has some effect on the market and keeps it sideways. I can't explain it. And then we have other revised consumer sentiment and a couple of other things. But the main thing that would stop me from trading is 2 reasons. One is I'm already at my weekly target with 3 contracts. We like that target to be 2250 or above. We're at 2462. So there's no doubt I'm not gonna trade on Friday. The second thing that would stop me from trading if I really wanted to is the Chicago PMI. And it's very interesting, but when you look at the news and you correlate the news to trades and losses and what happens over and over again, it all makes a little bit sense. So we are done trading. So we want to see what did we do this week. Well, we're going to look at the performance report. I hope to show these every time I do a video, but I don't remember to put them up there. Okay, so we're 26 through the 31st, but we actually only traded through the 30th, through Thursday. Okay, summary, and we're going to generate the report. And there it is, 2462. You can see this. Total net profit, 2462. We got it down here. It matches that. These are the dates. The commission was 92.50. The profit factor was 2.24. If you haven't seen that before, that's very high. We are at percent profitable at 87.88% profitable on 33 trades. It doesn't get any better than this. It just doesn't on automation. We didn't touch it all week. This is what we got, and quite impressive. And if you wanted to look at the periods or the daily parts of it, we made 1252. Remember that first day? There it is. Sunday evening and Monday are combined together. And then Tuesday evening to Wednesday afternoon was the next day. And remember, we lost a little bit money. We lost $210. This stuff is deadly accurate. This is no about numbers. These are actual numbers. And on the third day we made $595, and the fourth day we made $825 to make $24.62. So there you have it. It was a great week. Didn't have to trade on Friday. And by the way, if you did trade on Friday with all that news and that Chicago PMI, it lost money. Not a lot of money, a few $100s. So here you go. 24.62. You got to know when not to trade. So we give you this advice if you purchase a system, and we give you some tips that we follow, because automation, people think it's easy. It's far from easy. We've been doing this a long time, and we're just now at a level that we haven't been before. But we've learned a lot, and this is our system. So thank you very much for participating in our video, and we hope to see you again.